Hello and welcome, we're gonna get into another video. Today's video we will try to build a full auto Titus team to defeat the Hydra boss. Like, I will give you the concept and then you apply it to the champions that you have and then you work around it. So you might not have the champions, but we will explain the concept, how you should have, how you can build a full auto team. Very quick guys, get yourself a free legendary Narma by clicking the link in my description. You will also get 3 amazing epics, Anax, Uugo and Mausoleum Mage. All you need to do is number 1, log out of Play and Play on your PC and uninstall it. Number 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Number 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Number 4, go to your inbox and claim the champion. So don't miss out on the great chance to get Narma and 3 very strong epics. So make sure to click my link before it expires. So the most important thing about Titus teams is that they need everything to have 500 resistance, and it's not, well, it's 450. So it's not that much of a doable stats if you want to focus on damage or not, but there are like some keys. So key number 1, you need to have your resistance maxed out on the champions that you will use. So look up the affinities and then max them out here. Number 2, we need to go to Hydra. Where is Hydra? And max out the resistance. So we go here, we max out the resistance, so resistance is maxed out. So those 2 things will give you 180 resistance, like you have here. 80 resistance, we have here around 80 resistance, that's 160. So we are like almost 1/3 of the way. Another way to do it as well is by having resistance aura. So you need to get yourself a champion, or you use something with a resistance aura. That's step number 3. Step number 4, you need increase resistance buff. What does it do? Well, it will multiply your resistance by a 50%, and then you could say increase your resistance by 150 totally. So if you do the math, like we need, since we will be multiplied by increase your accuracy by 50%. So technically we need to aim to have 330 resistance on every champion. So if you remember, we have 80 resistance aura. We're going to use a champion with aura. Then we have 80 from the live arena bonuses and grateful. So that's 240. So we're like just 100 away. And if you have your champion at a 5-star, that's a 75 resistance. So you literally don't need to do anything if your champions are 5-star. But if they aren't, you need to work on pieces that have resistance, and then you need to use those pieces with some glyphs. So for Titus teams, number 1 most important champion is Titus. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is Wixwell. So let's choose Wixwell. Now we need something called buff extenders. Okay, so you go to here, other effects, positive effects, increase buff duration, and you should have Mikage. Oh, well, I'm assuming if you're trying to build this team, you can have, you could use Mikage. You could use Kresk if you have him. Wait, I don't know that our base actually extend buffs. So we have lots of champions that can do it. I think if you have this epic, he can do it. He actually also have remove 1 random debuff from ally. So he can have like a mini cleanse as well. You could, wait, does he increase all the debuffs? All buffs and all allies? Yeah, you can have do that, and he has a shield, so that's another champion that you could use. Also, his A1 is like kind of technically a cleanse, so he does help you out a lot if you want to use him. I'm assuming this Wella champion is the one that people most likely will have, and she's actually very good because she filtered meter, she has increased resistance, and she increased the duration, she heals, she has a passive that has continuous heals, she also does have decreased speed. So that's another champion that is actually kind of like good to use. That's like the debuff duration. So I'm just going to use Mad Hatter. Where is Mad Hatter? So we're going to use Mad Hatter because I like this champion with Mikage. That's my 2 buff extenders, right? And Wixwell because he is a must. Now I need to have a champion that has a shield built in, so I don't have to use Wixwell's shield and can do buff extender. Okay, extending. So I'm just going to use Kresk. Okay, if you don't have Kresk, you could use any buff extender in a provoke set and he can do it. You could use this guy in a provoke set, he can do it. You could even use Lanicus buff extender in a provoke set, you could do it with that. But Kresk is kind of the best in his class. If you don't have him, remember that I'm using 3 buff extenders. You can drop one of these for a provoke champion. You can totally do that. And now we need the increased resistance. So you go to positive, no, not positive effect. We need buffs and we need increased resistance. Now it's time to think about which one. I think I still have increased resistance and had buff duration. Like Wella is actually one of the greatest with this comp because she does both. So I'm gonna use Fidey here because he can decrease the duration. He has increased resistance aura. And I think this is going to be the team that we will try to build. Now, as far as the gear, I will show you after. So Wixwell, you need Merciless Reflex. Mikage, Merciless Reflex. This guy, Merciless Reflex. This guy, Merciless Reflex. This guy, damage, full damage, okay? But you need to have one of these champions at a very high crit damage. Why? For one simple reason is that if you have him at high crit damage, that means the boss will target him first to devour him. Because that's the first the boss targets is like your highest crit damage. So you need to build it one of those champions in just crit damage gear, okay? In just crit damage gear. Now let's just go and build these guys, and I will show you the build after. So when you build your Titus, you need to make sure that you have crit damage and resistance, as you can see. So we can aim for 330 resistance. Remember that if we have 330 resistance, remember that we have 160 from the bonus area. So when you build them, you need to make sure that they have around like 200. If you do the math, 330 minus 160, like around 200. So just to stay safe, it's less than 200. But yeah, just to stay safe, get here 200, and then you can check the Hydra stats after. Okay, now let's start with building the champion. Let's start with our lead, Fidey, EI. So Fidey, because this ability does not get decreased cooldown, you cannot decrease the cooldown of this ability, so we're gonna build him in Relentless. So let's just build him in Relentless. I don't know if that's the correct build though, but I think you should be building him in Relentless because that's the only possible way where like you could benefit, like maximize on his A3 and decrease cooldown. The thing about him, because his A1 boosts turn meter, so like stuff you could actually get is like Journal right here because he increased the value of heal and turn meter. So I think like this would be actually good. Mikage, she is built in Relentless, Reflex for Chimera, and now for this shield comp. Mad Hatter, we're gonna build him in a shield set. Let's build him in a shield set, high crit damage, okay? Shield set, high crit damage. So he's a 357, so it's supposed to be higher crit damage than our damage dealer. You could even make it safer and go for double crit damage as well. It's actually not a bad idea, but I don't want to mess with someone's else gear, right? Let's see. Maybe he has one. Never mind, he does not have all. So let's just stick with the one that we have right now. So shield, 2 crit damage pieces, and whatever can get us the stats. So shield wise, okay, we need more HP stuff here, like this and this. They need to be way more HP, so we can get better value of our shield set. So let's go. I mean, this one is an insane one, but I don't want to drop the accuracy though. Okay, we need a good ring. Let's see. Oh my god, he actually does not have a good HP ring. Okay, maybe no wonder he does not use King Nazis. I see why now. So yeah, we have 300, I know, but remember guys, there is also Great Hole bonuses. So with the Great Hole bonuses, where is Hydra? So see, he's way more than enough. You can see that he's at 500 resistance. This is the good thing, the value of the gear. So I gain more journals. The more journals, the better. Wixwell, the core of this comp. Let's just build him Merciless Reflex, and we're not gonna use his A3 at all. So I literally don't care about his A3. As far as Awakening, you can go Intimidating Presence, but I prefer Cruelty on him because he does use his A1 a lot. As far as Awakening, I mean, we can just get him more tanky, get him tankier, and give him like a guild. But let's see, maybe we can use something else. Oh my god, I actually don't have this one. Okay, someone get the Crown of Corruption. I see how it goes. I mean, we can make him tankier and give him this one. We'll receive 1 less damage for each turn. I feel like this is just a bad version of this one. So yeah, let's just... we can just go Aspect. Each time they receive damage... let's just give him this one. Let's just get more stats. So yeah, I'm not gonna give them like gemstones and these stuff because I don't want to make the gear insane for everyone. And like, you know, like run away because I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this gear. I'm just gonna be out. So as far as Titus, you can see that I did not max out his gear. So 200, I think this is way more than enough. You can get away with like 180, 300 crit damage, Merciless. and Zeal. Remember, you need as much defense and you don't care about HP. And Awakening, we don't have anything. And as far as... I don't want to steal his Cat Gaze, but I think Cat Gaze would be ideal. There is one for Hydra, right? Yeah, let's just give him this one, the Hydra one. Yeah, let's just give him the Hydra one. That's more crit damage. Oh yeah, this one is actually very good. Any shield is stronger by 10%. That's a good one. I think this one is the one I was trying to get on everyone. Now, let's just go and double check the team. Please, guys, don't buy that string pack. Please don't buy it. I know some people be like, oh, it's worth it. It's literally similar to buying sacred packs, but without being able to pull the champions. So now this is our team. And as far as Kresk, he is in, what's the gear? Hex set. Now, as far as the preset, remember that we want to place block debuff first. Block buffs here as soon opener. But this one is the highest priority after that. First, Titus. I don't want to use this one, to be honest. And let's just make him open with this. As far as Mad Hatter, I don't want to increase the duration right away. So let's just make him open with this one. And make this one priority because I need him to start increasing the buffs after we start. Now, as far as Lady Mikage, make sure to turn off this. We can open with this one. You could say don't use as well, so you can keep it up all the time. And extending buff duration should be your first priority. Let's provoke with Kresk first and then start doing this. As far as Wixwell, I don't care about his A3. He's there just to keep using this. And you could make Wixwell like your fastest champion. Once he is the fastest champion, he can do all the work. As far as masteries, okay, let's double check the masteries. Wixwell. Okay, he is built with masteries. Mikage. She is built with masteries. Mad Hatter. Yeah, he is built with masteries. Because Titus. Okay, he is not built with masteries. Okay, let's just build his masteries. Crit rate. Do we need it? I mean, there is no other option, right? Crit damage, we don't mind that. We need this one. Increase the damage inflicted when attacking with full HP. He's going to be full HP. Damage to target with less than 40. Okay, the target will be less than 40. Increase the damage. We want to increase the damage. Yeah, we want this one. We want this one. This one's Cycle of Violence is actually the most important one. Now, as far as these, which one you go? I feel like you go Helm Smasher to proc the ignore defense more, but I feel like Flawless of Execution is going to be more consistent. And this one, you can go for it if you have Gurtok on the team. So if you don't have Gurtok, you just go with this one. As far as the support tree, I think we have to go with more resistance because the Titus does provide some buffs. So we can benefit from that by increasing our resistance. So, okay. So, okay, I made a mistake. So here's the thing. If you have Gurtok, you go this way with this one. If you don't have Gurtok, you can go this one, Resurgent, and this one because he does have like 3 buffs that he can just use with his A3 and his passive. So I'm gonna like leave the masteries here because I don't wanna, you know, I don't wanna have like I don't wanna show you like the most insane stats and like scare you away. So let's just double check the stats again. Where is this guy? We have cruelty, we have intimidating presence to increase the resistance. That's a good way to increase more resistance. So let's see, Fidey, 400 resistance, Titus, 300 with 80 resistance in the lead. We're talking about 370 multiplied by increased resistance, which is, yeah, it's still going to be the first one. So that's a good idea. We have more than enough here. We have more than enough. We have more than enough here. And we have more than enough here. So let's just go give it a go and show you how to do it. I'm just going to use it on Brutal because, to be honest, I have my Nightmare team and I don't want to go because with this team, this team's like is going to be so technical. One mistake, you have to do a rerun. So don't aim to use this team at higher difficulties for this reason. So that's, I think, my best advice for you. Don't use it in high difficulty teams. So let's do it again. Something to mention. We start the battle with the perfect veil, and something important here. Okay, I don't want to extend yet. So remember, when you start the battle, make sure to put as many buffs on the lead because he has the highest resistance on this team. And now we can just go and start extending and watch the fight. So yeah, let's see his first hit in the fight, and 63. We don't have Hex. Yeah, 12 million. That's a good start. You know, like none of the hits was decapitated. So yeah, that's actually a good start. Like for like a full auto, like non-focused damage. So you can see this is what I'm talking about. He focused the highest crit damage. So like he's not gonna be the main target, as you can see, right? So now we can free him. And now, because you know, if you wanna use a shield, you have Wixwell where you can actually use your shield ability on Wixwell, because we have to give him some shield, you know? We don't want anyone to die here and there. But you could actually also leave it up there, but no, just give him a shield, you know? Protect your champions always. Okay, now we have a decapitated head, so let's see how much damage. 94. Oh my god, dude, that's a 50 million hit so far. Like, that's his second use of his A2, and it's like too early in the fight. Okay, I think the shield is big enough. So there is 2 hits where we can't do damage. Let's see how much. 687. Holy dude. That's like 3 million just on 2 heads that we can deal damage to. I just want to get to a point where like all heads are decapitated, but I feel like that's kind of impossible to do. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this and show you like the total amount of damage. But I don't really know the reason why I decided to use Mishinaki over Lydia. To be honest, now thinking about it, Lydia is legit better with this comp. But yeah, the main thing about Mishinaki, he's literally the champion in shield set, highest crit damage. So yeah, now I remember the reason. The reason is that I don't want to mess up with Lydia's gear. For one simple reason is like she's the champion we use in Chimera, and I want a champion that is dedicated for this comp. I don't want to switch gear. So yeah, Lydia is way better, but okay, so because the champion was devoured, but Mishinaki is a champion you only use in Hydra, you know? He only use, guys. You can use him everywhere. I use him everywhere. But yeah, Need No Name has like kind of a sick account. So that's the main reason. Like, you know, like we need a champion that is dedicated for this team. So like Mikage, not as dedicated, right? Well, Mikage same build for both. But I don't recommend actually now, like actually after doing the runs, I don't recommend using Relentless, because it actually, like, if you can see, it get you to sometimes if you keep getting turns, which you don't want to happen, you are just gonna end up losing so many turns. Okay, can we one-shot this head? I don't want to get feared. See, he says, yes, you can. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much, Mr. Titus, for taking out the head that's very obnoxious on this run. But yeah, like, the goal with this build, we needed champions that we don't use elsewhere. Like, Fidey, he is good for damage in Chimera, but he doesn't do any trials, so he's a Hydra dedicated champion. And I built him in a gear where he can be good in both faction and Chimera. Mishinaki, I don't think he's going to use him in Shadowkin when you have... oh, wait, never mind. He doesn't have Shuzan. Oh my god, I don't... Hopefully he does not watch this part of the video. But yeah, this is the team. And the thing is, you need to manual when one of the champions is devoured. Basically, what you do is you use the shield from Wixwell. You use his A3 to give more buffs to that champion, so we can have... Oh my god, 50 million damage again. But yeah, if you're able to get him into Cat Gaze, he's gonna do way more damage, because now he doesn't have Cat Gaze, he does not have books, he's not booked, he's literally not booked, and we don't have the crit damage, tier 6 mastery, or even the ignore defense. So whatever damage you see here is literally something you can do way better. Okay, we have a nuke right here. Let's just go. Oh my god, dude, this is so good to watch, not gonna lie. But yeah, with like a team comp like this, you could literally just do at least 50% more damage if you have your champions booked. But yeah, I think this is the concept about the team, and the total damage should be... So yeah, the boss just 3% and stole the buffs from here. For some reason, I don't know why he decided to choose this guy. Like literally there is like more buffs on everyone else. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all you need to know about this comp. And I think it's like, if you can have Fidey, he will make the build like a million times easier. Mishinaki is literally can be any champion. I just had them here there thinking that he has decreased defense. Turns out he's not booked. Krisk in a cursed set, you know, to help him to do more damage. Wixwell is the MVP. Like, he's the most important champion here, followed by Titus. I know some people don't even use Wixwell. They just use a champion with shield like a Krisk and a champion in a shield set, and the Brogni sometimes. But Wixwell is the best champion at growing up the shield, making it larger and larger. So I think he is the main champion here. Titus, the main damage dealer, Fidey to make the build much easier. Anything else I want to say? Don't run Relentless, okay? I had like a couple issues here with Fidey because he's in Relentless and he was like almost running out of buffs. So yeah, I don't recommend doing that. Mikage, nah. Wixwell, yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about this comp. And let me just prove it that Mishinaki is not booked. He is not booked. And I just gave him Nature's Wrath, even though he's not the crit capped. Titus, what is Titus? You can see like he's not even maxed on gear. I did not finish his masteries. As you can see, there is no tier 6 mastery or which one of those. And yeah, he is not booked. If you book him, we're getting 20% more damage. And more importantly, this becomes a 3 turns cooldown. And with some Merciless procs, you might get it back to back to back, you know? You might keep getting it. So it's not even glyphed, no glyphs, no awakening on all of these. Okay, let's pray we get some defense or HP. Attack is probably the worst, but it's actually not bad for an attack champion. No glyphs, as you can see. I don't have this maxed out. This one is not even maxed out. Just to show you that this champion can do better than your best Hydra damage dealer. My best Hydra damage dealer is Toshiro. He does 1 billion. He just did 1 billion without even needing mythical books or being fully booked. Or even booked. So thank you so much everyone for watching, and thank you so much Mr. Need No Name for letting me on using your account. If you like this content, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video, because this video took me like 2-3 hours to figure out the stats, the builds that we need. So you can see Titus is literally 200 resistance, but because we have everything maxed out. Where's Hydra? Where's Hydra? Yeah. He will be around the 300 with the resistance lead, increase resistance. That should be enough. You can always use something like here, like something with resistance to get you the stats you want. I use this one because there is no other content where we can use this one, to be honest. So yeah, that's as far as Titus in Hydra. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.